Hi there, your old friend Matt. I am hurling down the I-15 north, that is, at about 70 miles an hour in the Shirl and Betty mobile. This is a 1995 Toyota Avalon that's seen better days. But actually the old gal for, and I'm going to say this because it hasn't killed me yet, but for 22 years, 95, 97, almost 23 years, it looks pretty good and it's driving okay. Suspecting that there might be some brake work in its future, and I'm not sure if that's going to be me doing that, but I'm on my way back to Humboldt County, seeing some people along the way. A little history about this car. I gave this car to my Aunt Shirley back in the year 2010 after my mother and father passed away, and she's had it for the last 7 years and just using it. However, her husband Brian drove it, and she drove it a little bit, and she got herself a new car. And so now she asked me if I wanted it back. So I wasn't really sure. Didn't think so at first, but the more I thought about it, I said, what the heck? Let's turn this into a road trip. And that's exactly what we're doing, folks. I'm on my way up to Riverside to see my sister, and going to spend the night there, I think. And then who knows? The world is my oyster. Welcome to day 4 of the Avalon Adventure. That's what I'm calling it now. I'm rebranding it. It's the Avalon Adventure. Let's see, just to recap the last couple of days, spent a day in Hollywood with Thomas Chan. Had a lovely time with him, and checked out the studio where I nominally work but have never seen before. So that was fun. Drove up to Ojai, which is where I am leaving right now, and then spent a really lovely day with my Aunt Jenny, who's my dad's sister, dad's older sister, who's doing really great and is a wonderful, sweet person that I enjoy very much. And the car has been doing okay. Going on the freeway, and it bobslid right along. If I have to merge or do anything else like that, there's plenty of guts in it. Still wondering about the brakes, which pulse a bit. So warp rotors. Hopefully there's enough pad in there for me to stop. But let's see, I'm at 270 on the Avalon, so wish me luck. So, mile 412 and first sign of trouble. It's coming up over Santa Margarita Pass here, and I'd had the air conditioning off, and got a little warm going up the grade, so I decided to turn it on. And now, as you might be able to hear, I got this loud, well, it's not loud, but it's loud enough squealing sound. Doesn't sound promising. So I think I'm going to pull off here in Santa Margarita, give the car a little rest and take a peek under the hood, see what we got going. Actually, it looks like a Tascadero. Okay, that was hysterical. Nothing really wrong, turns out. I turned the air conditioning to auto, and it started up the highest fan noise, and I happened to have my vent over here closed. And that's what was making the whistling sound. Car itself still going good. Okay, welcome to day 5 of the Avalon adventure. And what happened to days 3 and 4, you might ask? Well, funny thing happened on the way to going home. My iPhone, which is what I'm shooting this with, had a very peculiar problem in that you couldn't delete things. I mean, you could delete them, but it was sticking things in a folder somewhere, and it wasn't reducing the memory, so I had no memory to record anything on the phone. Therefore, nothing got recorded, or very little did anyway. But just leaving the San Francisco area right now. I was with my daughter Erin last night, which was really nice. She's become a city dweller, living in right in San Francisco, which is awesome for her. And it was great to see her. She's started back to school this week. finishing up a couple things, and had a lovely time with her. Before that, I was, where was I? I was in Los Angeles, and yeah, I think maybe I did mention that. Now, last leg of the journey here, headed home to Eureka, if all things go according to plan. The Avalon has been working pretty good. Air conditioning has been intermittent. For some reason, it kind of works when it wants to. I'm not sure what that's all about, but it can be highly annoying when it's like a 91 outside and it decides it's not working. But most of the trip it's worked. So anyway, heading up to Humboldt County. Today is opening day of horse racing at the county fair. One of my favorite things to do in Humboldt County is at least go play the ponies at least once while the horse racing is going on. Not a huge gambler. In fact, I'm not a gambler at all, but when I go to the horse races, I might put a buck or two on a nag because Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. And just for the fun of it, just have a little skin in the game. But mostly it's just a nice day. Sit out there in the grandstands in a beautiful setting, watch the horses go by, people watch, practice my day drinking, just very zen and relaxing. So that's where I'm headed. I'm going to meet my friend Jeff for the races this afternoon at 3. It's a little after 9. So I should, all things considered, I should make it in just in time. Yeah, so coming into my favorite part of the drive, which is basically getting out of the San Francisco, Santa Rosa Metroplex, Highway 101, just north of Windsor. And this is when most of the crazies, not all, most of the crazy drivers start to disappear. Gets a lot mellower. Summertime, so they're working on the roads frantically. If we have another winter like last winter, they're going to be busy. Lots of overtime for Caltrans District 1. But this is really pretty, and the feeling that I'm headed home is a good feeling. So I can't wait to get back to Humboldt County. I often say I'm not a native, but I've been there for 20 odd years, and I tell people they'll carry me out feet first. So I'm looking forward to getting home, putting a couple bucks on a horse, maybe having a little libation, and being home with my family. And yeah.
outside. One hot chick now about 1.5 lengths back. At the back of the pack, RB Creed and now Ayers. Ayers encouraged to pick it up. Here comes my Valiant's hot ready there. Trooping a save. Hands on. Official order of finish. Reads first, number 5, by Valiant's hot. Second, number 2, Ayers. Third, number 3, Twice Rich. Fourth, number 1, Brit S.A.
All right. Oh yeah, it's not free website. Went back in the I remember the day you sent me down there. He called me spot. Then you can have someone that came here from the rock. You check that thing.